Imagine for a moment something maybe commonplace. It might even be right under your feet, a carpet, a rug.
Mm-hmm.
What if that seemingly ordinary object was, well, actually a profound masterpiece? A canvas woven with history.
That's quite a thought.
Yeah. What if it held within its very fibers, like stories spanning millennia, intricate cultural histories, and craftsmanship passed down through, well, countless generations?
It's a truly remarkable idea, isn't it? That something so functional, so everyday can also be such a rich cultural artifact. It connects us directly to ancient traditions, incredible human skill, and maybe even the very soul of the artisans who made it.
Absolutely. And that's precisely what we're going to try and unravel today.
Okay.
Welcome to a deep dive into the truly exquisite world of Persian and Oriental carpets. We're focusing our lens today on a name that really echoes with unparalleled prestige in this realm.
Kashan.
A big one. A big one.
Yeah.
And we're not just here to talk about the sheer visual beauty, though obviously that's huge. Our journey is going to take us deep into their intricate history.
Mm-hmm.
We'll meet, sort of metaphorically, the dedicated craftspeople who painstakingly bring them to life, and even explore the modern-day businesses that act as these crucial bridges, making sure these treasures find their way into homes and collections all over the globe.
Right. Our mission for this deep dive is, well, to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge from a stack of fascinating sources we've gathered.
Okay.
We're aiming to give you a shortcut, really. A concise but hopefully comprehensive understanding of why Kashan carpets are so universally celebrated.
Yeah, what makes them tick?
Exactly. What makes them truly unique in the vast world of textiles, and what it genuinely takes to bring such artistry into existence.
Okay.
So we'll meticulously examine their specific characteristics. We'll trace the historical ebb and flow of their production, periods of glory, periods of dormancy, and uncover the essential services that support their ongoing appreciation and, their meticulous preservation in our modern world.
So to guide us through this rich tapestry of information, we've pulled together some truly compelling material.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I think so. We have illuminating insights from Babak's Oriental Carpets, Services and Expertise, which gives us a fascinating glimpse into the modern business side of this ancient craft. How these pieces are cared for and shared today.
Ah, the practical side.
Exactly. Then we'll immerse ourselves in Kashan carpets, history, craft, and design, and the enduring artistry of Kashan carpets.
Okay, the core texts.
Right. And these provide incredibly rich details on the profound history, the painstaking techniques, the iconic designs that make them instantly recognizable, and the deep cultural significance embedded within these specific rugs. It's going to be quite a journey.
Sounds great. Let's dive in.
Okay, so let's start by anchoring this ancient art form firmly in the present day. Because, to truly appreciate these incredible historical pieces, there needs to be a modern connection.
Right, a living link.
Exactly, a living bridge that brings them from their, distant origins into our contemporary lives.
Yeah.
And we find that crucial connection in dedicated businesses like Babak's Oriental Carpets.
That's a really important point. Their presence, in Victoria and Vancouver, it beautifully illustrates how global artistry can achieve local accessibility.
Right.
And what's truly remarkable here, I think, is what it means for a local business to specialize in such a niche, globally renowned product.
Yeah, it's more than just a shop.
Oh, absolutely. It's far beyond mere commerce. It's about making a tangible piece of vast, intricate history directly available to a community, enabling individuals like you to own and cherish these works rather than them just being, locked away in museums or exclusive private collections. It kind of democratizes access to this extraordinary beauty and heritage.
And the depth of expertise behind an enterprise like Babak's is really what elevates it, isn't it?
For sure.
We're talking about knowledge that spans generations,
Yeah.
cultivated over a lifetime. The patriarch, Dr. Hushan Rizwani, for instance, spent over 35 years building an honorable reputation, as the source puts it, in the carpet business in Graz, Austria.
Wow, 35 years.
Yeah, before bringing his profound knowledge and, invaluable experience to Victoria and Vancouver. Think about that, more than 3 decades, immersed in the nuances of design, knotting, materials, provenance.
That's not just a career.
No, It's a lifetime dedicated to mastery. It's incredible.
That kind of inherited, deeply ingrained knowledge is truly captivating. And his son, Babak Rizwani, he's the current store owner and operator of the Victoria showroom that's at 919 Fort Street.
Okay.
Babak has quite literally been immersed in the world of Oriental carpets since childhood.
Wow.
So this isn't just a job for him, it's a family legacy, a passion passed down to the very threads of generations.
I can just picture the dinner table conversations. Forget politics. They're probably debating knockcounts or dye recipes.
Probably. And he possesses, apparently, a vast, almost encyclopedic knowledge of most carpets from around the world, but with a particular undeniable specialization in those from Persia.
Which makes sense. And Babak is clearly dedicated to the ongoing study of Oriental carpets. The source mentions he takes genuine pleasure. You can almost sense it in sharing his knowledge.
Yeah.
Whether it's unraveling their specific historical significance, explaining the incredibly detailed hand-knotting techniques.
Which we'll get into.
Oh, yeah. Delving into their potential as an investment, or simply assessing their overall quality and condition. It's not just a transactional thing, is it?
No, not at all. It's really more about education, isn't it? Profound educational experience.
Yeah, a real experience. And for you, our curious listener, imagine having access to individuals with such deep inherited knowledge.
Right.
Someone who could literally trace the journey of a single thread from, the sheep to the loom to potentially your living room.
It really suggests that the value of these carpets extends far beyond just their material worth. It's intrinsically tied to the stories they tell and the invaluable insights they offer. They are like repositories of human history and ingenuity.
That's a crucial point. And the comprehensive range of services offered by Babak's Oriental carpets truly underscores that commitment to the longevity and continued appreciation of these pieces.
Like what?
Well, for example, they offer worldwide shipping.
Okay.
What's remarkable here is how that service allows these incredible works of art to literally transcend geographical boundaries. They reach far beyond their points of origin to find new homes globally. It speaks to the universal appeal of this craftsmanship.
That makes sense. But then beyond just acquiring them, there's the crucial aspect of preservation, right?
Totally, because what happens after you bring such a delicate, maybe even antique work of art into your home?
Right. Spills happen, life happens.
Exactly. Which brings us to the crucial practical services they offer. Carpet repair and cleaning. It raises that important question, doesn't it? How do you meticulously preserve such intricate works for generations? These services are absolutely vital for their longevity, ensuring their beauty and integrity endure, even through accidents or just the inevitable wear of time.
It truly is a specialized skill, I imagine. It highlights the immense expertise involved.
Absolutely. And beyond that, they also offer comprehensive appraisal services.
Okay, for the value side.
Right. For anyone interested in the investment value, and many Kashans certainly qualify, understanding their true worth is paramount. An appraisal goes beyond just size and age. It considers the rarity of the design, the quality of the materials, the knot density we mentioned, and the provenance, the history of the piece. This ensures you have a clear picture of its market value.
Which is important for insurance too, I guess.
Definitely. And their operation also includes a trade-in and purchasing counter.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which indicates a very active and dynamic market. It suggests this continuous cycle of acquiring and rehoming carpets. It speaks volumes about their enduring desirability and the sustained interest in these valuable items.
So they're not just static museum pieces. They move around.
Exactly. They circulate, finding new custodians. What's also incredibly valuable, especially for our audience who, craves knowledge, is their commitment to providing detailed information sheets on all carpets.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. For you, the curious learner, this is invaluable.
Right.
It's a tangible commitment to transparency, empowering the customer with the full story behind their potential purchase.
That level of detail is exactly what you want when making such a significant acquisition.
Totally.
And their customer centricity extends to practical benefits too, like free delivery service within certain restrictions.
Always nice.
And crucially, trials at no obligation. Yeah, which really fosters confidence, right? It allows for a try before you buy approach. vital for such a significant and often personal purchase, letting you see how a piece truly transforms your space before committing.
That makes a huge difference.
And all of this is, of course, underpinned by their knowledgeable and professional staff, reinforcing that unwavering emphasis on expertise and guidance at every step.
Right.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, these services cultivate a lasting relationship with customers, one that extends far beyond a single purchase. They effectively create a vibrant community around these valuable items and constantly underscore the significant investment in art and history that these carpets represent.
So what does this all mean for us, for you listening? It means this historical art form is far from being locked away in, like, dusty museum archives, inaccessible to the average person.
Good point.
It's vibrant, it's alive, it's remarkably accessible, and it's actively supported by dedicated professionals in the modern world who truly understand and cherish its value.
That's encouraging.
Yeah. So if you happen to be in the Victoria area, you can visit Babak's Oriental Carpets at 919 Fort Street, or you can reach them by phone at 250-480-7111. Email is babaksorientalcarpets@gmail.com, or even text them at 250-881-0207.
Good to have the details.
And they're open Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay, so now that we understand how these masterpieces are connected to the modern world, let's truly unravel the legend that is the Kashan carpet itself.
Yes. Let's get into Kashan.
Kashan is a central Persian city, and its very name is, for many, synonymous with exceptional quality and, well, undeniable style in the world of textiles.
It's a name that carries immense weight, doesn't it? What's truly fascinating here is how deeply rooted the craft is in the very identity and folklore of the place itself.
How so?
Well, Persian folklore considered it the highest compliment to say someone came from Kashan. It implied they possessed quality and style in basically every aspect of their being.
Wow, really? Yeah. That immediately imbues the name with this rich cultural weight, suggesting that the very essence of refinement and excellence originates from this specific location. It's not just a geographical marker, it's like a cultural seal of approval.
And this isn't a new thing, right? Not a recent trend.
Not at all. The tradition of weaving, it initially developed in what the sources describe as rural and nomadic areas.
Right, practical beginnings.
Exactly, using readily available materials like wool and animal hair. It truly illustrates an evolution from a utilitarian craft just providing warmth and shelter to a highly refined art form. As the practice advanced into more sophisticated urban centers like Kashan, where specialized skills and, crucially, patronage could flourish.
And speaking of patronage, a major turning point that really elevated the craft was during the Safavid era, right?
Absolutely. Shah Abbas, a visionary ruler, actively promoted and patronized carpet weaving in the region. This royal endorsement was a game changer. It transformed carpet production from, a local craft into a national art form worthy of international attention. And here's where it gets really interesting, maybe an aha moment for some listeners.
Yeah.
During this peak Safavid period, some of the most exquisite carpets commissioned by the discerning Polish court.
Polish court.
Yes, were actually from Kashan, but were mistakenly referred to as Polish or Polonaise carpets.
No way. That's a surprising fact. A fascinating misattribution.
Isn't it? Despite being mistakenly identified, these particular carpets were distinct and highly prized for their unparalleled quality. They often incorporated gold and velvet threads and exquisite craftsmanship.
Gold and velvet. Wow.
Yeah, characterized by fine weaving and a velvet-like texture, almost shimmering with luxury. This wasn't just a simple mix-up, it actually underscored the exceptional nature of these specific silk and gold-woven Kashan carpets.
So even when people got the name wrong, they knew the quality was top-notch.
Exactly. It demonstrated that even when their origin was confused, their peerless quality shone through. If we connect the dots here, this period of royal patronage and international demand marks an undeniable high point. It unequivocally elevated carpet weaving to an art form worthy of the grandest palaces and the most prestigious international courts.
But this vibrant tradition, despite all that grandeur, faced a devastating interruption, didn't it?
It did, unfortunately. Carpet making in Kashan essentially ceased for more than 2 centuries after the Afghan invasion in 1722.
More than 2 centuries, that's huge.
Imagine that. 200 years where the intricate looms fell silent, where entire generations grew up without seeing the meticulous art their ancestors had perfected.
It raises a really important question. How does such a deeply ingrained art form, one so vital to a region's identity, survive such a long, profound hiatus?
Right.
And then powerfully reemerge from that silence, not just as a faint echo, but as a leading force once more. How does that happen?
It's a testament to both human ingenuity and, perhaps surprisingly, economic necessity. The remarkable revival occurred in the last quarter of the 19th century when a fascinating confluence of factors came into play. Apparently, textile mill owners, finding themselves in difficulties because of competition with imported textiles, decided to try launching the carpet-making trade again.
So it was a business decision.
Initially, yes, it's a prime example of adaptability, where external economic pressures actually spurred an artistic renaissance. They transformed a challenge into an opportunity to revive a glorious tradition. It wasn't just nostalgia, it was a pragmatic move that ultimately led to artistic triumph.
And what's truly fascinating about this resurgence, and a key factor in its immediate success, was the quality of the materials they used right from the start, wasn't it?
Absolutely critical. The magnificent quality of the wool used in these first renewed examples immediately gave the carpets an extremely velvety feel.
Velvety, right.
And this wasn't just any local wool. Sources suggest these examples were made with wool imported from Australia.
Merino wool.
From Australia. Wow. That's quite a distance. It is. And it's not just a fascinating historical footnote. It's a critical insight into the weaver's dedication to excellence, even under pressure.
Why merino specifically?
Well, Australian merino wool is renowned globally for its incredible fineness, exceptional softness, and remarkable resilience. Its long, consistent fibers allow for tighter spinning and, crucially, a denser, more uniform pile when woven.
Ah, okay.
That's what gives those renewed Kashan carpets that incredibly luxurious velvety texture and that subtle, appealing sheen.
So it was a strategic choice.
Absolutely. A strategic choice to import such a premium material despite the economic challenges of rebuilding. It wasn't just about making a pretty rug, it was about laying the foundation for Kashan's regained prestige. It demonstrated an uncompromising commitment to quality from the very start.
And this commitment to quality also brings us to the Kashan Motashemi name, right? You often hear that associated with top-tier Kashans.
Yes, the Motashemi name. It likely originated from one of the earliest and most celebrated craftsmen of the revival period, Motasham, who was active between, say, 1830 and 1880. Okay.
But here's where we need to apply some critical thinking, maybe for you, our discerning listener.
Right.
While many finely woven Kashan carpets on the market today are labeled as Motasham, it became more of a commercial brand rather than indicating that Motasham personally wove them.
Ah, so it's like a quality mark, not a signature.
Exactly. It's important to remember that many other skilled weavers were also active during this period, crafting carpets of comparable quality. So Motasham became a benchmark for excellence, a recognized standard, rather than a guarantee of individual creation by the man himself.
That's a useful distinction.
It is. And the impact of this renewed dedication to premium materials and meticulous craftsmanship was swift and undeniable.
How so?
In just a few short years, thanks to the very high quality of the wool, the very fine weaving, and the beautiful colors and designs, Kashans were reclassified. They justly earned their place among the finest of the Persian carpets once more.
Wow, a quick comeback. Relatively speaking, yes. This resurgent story powerfully highlights the incredible resilience of these deeply rooted craft traditions and the enduring power of combining quality materials with exquisite design to reestablish and maintain a global reputation for excellence.
And it's not just history, right? They're still highly regarded today.
Absolutely. It's not just a historical note. Even contemporary production has maintained this incredibly high level, upholding the world prestige of these carpets in today's competitive global market.
So how exactly do they achieve this incredible world-renowned quality? Let's really dive into the art and science behind a Kashan carpet. The specific craftsmanship, the intricate techniques, the defining characteristics.
The nuts and bolts.
Exactly. First and foremost, Kashans are hand-knotted on vertical limb.
Art, that's key. Hand-knotted.
It immediately paints this vivid picture of immense manual artistry and skill. It emphasizes that this is a meticulous, incredibly labor-intensive process, far removed from any kind of mass production.
You have to imagine a weaver sitting at a large, upright loom, tying each individual knot by hand, hour after hour, day after day. It takes incredible patience.
And the materials themselves, the selection and preparation must be critical.
Absolutely key to their legendary quality. Kashans typically use cotton warps and wefts.
Okay, explain warps and wefts again quickly.
Sure. The warps are the vertical foundational threads stretched tightly on the loom. They provide the carpet structure.
Got it.
The wefts are the horizontal threads woven through, back and forth, locking the knots in place and adding stability.
Okay, cotton foundation and the pile.
On this robust foundation, they apply a good quality wool pile that is closely cropped.
Closely cropped. Why is that important?
Well, this close cropping contributes significantly to the carpet's density and its characteristic silky feel, which is really a hallmark of Kashan quality.
That velvety texture again.
Exactly. Furthermore, Kashans may be woven on either cotton or silk foundations, and importantly, pure silk items may have 600 or more knots per square inch.
Silk on silk. That must be incredibly fine.
Oh, incredibly fine, with a shimmer that catches the light beautifully, just exquisite.
And speaking of knots, they use a specific type, right?
Yes, they specifically use the asymmetrical knot, often referred to as the Persian knot. That's a defining characteristic of Kashan carpets.
Okay, the Persian knot. How does that work visually?
Imagine a tiny loop of yarn wrapped around one warp thread and then passed under the adjacent one before being pulled tight and cut.
Right.
This distinct technique allows for an incredibly tight, dense weave and much finer, more intricate detail in the pattern compared to, say, the symmetrical Turkish knot.
And that explains the high knot counts.
Precisely. That's why you hear these astounding numbers, between 200 to 400 Persian knots per square inch for wool and cotton pieces.
And even more for silk.
Right. As we said, pure silk items can easily exceed 600 knots per square inch. To give you a tangible measure, think of an area the size of a postage stamp holding up to 400 individual, painstakingly hand-tied knots. This meticulous density isn't just a number. It translates directly into the carpet's luxurious feel, its exceptional durability, and its ability to render extraordinarily fine details in the design. It's a testament to patience and precision.
And the wool itself. We talked about merino.
Yes. The importance of the wool cannot be overstated. Its sourcing is critical. Historically, Kashan carpets were renowned for their fine and soft wool, a quality achieved primarily due to that strategic use of imported merino wool.
Right, connecting back to the Australian wool.
Exactly. It reinforces this consistent, centuries-old commitment to using only the most premium materials available, even if it meant sourcing them from halfway around the world.
And the process itself. How do they get that smooth finish?
Well, part of it is the close cropping we mentioned, but also when they do it. Clipping, shearing, is done during weaving.
During weaving, not after.
Right, meaning the pile is trimmed and leveled while the carpet is still stretched tight on the loom. This contributes significantly to the uniform density, the exquisite texture, and the overall finished appearance.
Interesting detail. So, for those with a keen eye, perhaps looking to identify a Kashan, are there other specific distinguishing features?
There are a few subtle clues. Take the fringe, for example. It acts almost like a signature.
How so?
The bottom fringe of the carpet is connected because of the Persian knot, and the top fringe is free.
Ah, okay. Connected bottom, free top. That's a unique identifier right there.
It is. And in terms of typical sizes, they exhibit a broad range, generally from 1.5 to 6 meters for standard room sizes, sometimes up to 2 meters, and in rare, grand instances reaching up to 15 meters.
Wow, 15 meters. That's enormous.
Huge. It gives you a sense of the scale and the variety of applications for these magnificent pieces, from intimate spaces to truly expansive halls.
If we connect this to the bigger picture then, the consistent application of all these precise methods, from the specific knotting technique to the exact shearing during weaving it, really speaks to a deeply disciplined artistic tradition, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Meticulously maintained and perfected over generations. This consistency is a hallmark of excellence.
However,
Yeah.
there's always a however, isn't there?
Usually. While Kashans are, without doubt, among the finest carpets produced today, it's important to note, as the sources point out, that the standard of individual items varies rather more than it does with Isfahans.
Oh, interesting. More variation than Isfahans. Why might that be?
Well, it could be due to various workshops, different periods within the modern production, maybe slight variations in wool batches or dye lots over time.
So what does this mean for you, the potential owner or collector?
It simply means it is important to assess each item on its own merits.
Right.
This highlights the crucial need for a discerning eye, maybe even calling back to the knowledgeable and professional staff you might find at a reputable dealer like Baubox,
Good point.
who can guide you through these nuances and help you understand the specific quality of a particular piece. It makes the acquisition process a fascinating journey of discovery, really. You have to look closely.
Okay, now let's shift our gaze to the visual language of Kashan carpets. A true symphony of design and color that makes them, as you said, instantly recognizable. Let's unpack their iconic elements.
Yes, the aesthetics. Kashans are definitely easily recognizable by their design signature.
What's the most defining feature?
Without a doubt, the central medallion. The field of the carpet is almost always decorated by a central medallion.
Almost always.
Almost always. And it characteristically terminates at the upper and lower ends in flowering coronets, those elegant sort of crown-like extensions.
Ah, I can picture that.
The rest of the field is then intricately decorated with a dense and harmonious arrangement of flowers and vine tendrils. It's very fluid, very floral.
And the corners.
In each of the 4 quarters of the carpet, you'll typically find a richly decorated band that outlines a motif which recalls the designs and colors of the central medallion.
Ah, so it creates a kind of echo.
Exactly, a beautiful visual echo, creating a sense of balanced grandeur across the entire rug.
And while that medallion is the classic signature, you said almost always.
Yeah.
So some don't have it.
Right. Kashans without a central medallion are much rarer, which makes them something of a collector's item.
What do they feature instead?
These often feature a more expansive floral design accompanied by a unique decoration, including animals such as the giraffe and peacock.
Giraffes and peacocks. That's unexpected.
It is. It offers a delightful variation within the traditional framework. It's also worth highlighting the existence of figural decoration story carpets, which are almost always in silk.
Story carpets.
Yes, literal narratives woven into the silk, depicting scenes, maybe historical events or folklore. It just illustrates a remarkable versatility within their established design language.
So when we look at specific named designs, what are the classics?
Well, traditional Kashan carpets often feature the Shah Abbas medallion and corner designs.
Shah Abbas, okay.
Right? With beautiful, often large, stylized flowers on that classic red background. That's a pattern name that comes up again and again.
Any others?
Oh, yes. Other common and highly sought-after designs include the classic medallion and corner with small and large flowers, as well as more specific motifs like Afghan Shah Abbasi, Sheikh Safi, prayer niche, floral, and pictorial designs.
Wow, lots of variations.
Absolutely. You might also encounter panels with varied motifs within frames and maybe even inscriptions, which are quite unique and can add another layer of narrative or cultural reference.
And for those trying to differentiate, say, between Kashans and Isfahans, you mentioned a key difference.
Yes, there's a subtle but key distinguishing feature. Isfahan carpets often combine Katai flowers. Those are sort of formalized, abstract floral motifs like blossoms seen from above, with Islimi branches, those graceful, swirling arabesque patterns that interlock and flow with remarkable fluidity.
Right, the flowing vines.
Exactly. In contrast, Kashan carpets primarily feature those elegant Katai flowers, but with a much more restrained, even minimal, use of the complex, intertwining Islimi motifs.
So more focus on the flowers themselves.
Generally, yes. This subtle but significant difference in how these classic Persian design elements are employed is a key visual identifier. It gives Kashans their distinct, often more focused floral elegance. And therefore, the medallion corner design in Kashan carpets is sometimes specifically called the Shah Abbasi pattern, reinforcing its distinct identity and its historical roots.
And the borders, they're not just plain frames, are they?
Oh no, far from it. The borders are an integral part of this visual symphony, framing the central design with their own unique patterns.
How are they typically structured?
They're usually made up of 2 or 4 guards flanking the central one, so a main border strip with narrower strips on either side.
Okay, and the main border.
The central border is always decorated with a Harati border motif. That's a very distinct pattern. A diamond-shaped band with floral heads both inside and surrounding, creating this continuous, intricate pattern.
Harati motif, got it.
Okay.
And the guards.
The accompanying guard bands, meanwhile, usually have the usual decoration of rosettes and a garland, providing a complementary backdrop. And what's fascinating here is how even the borders tell a story of evolution. They traditionally consisted of 7 sections, apparently.
7.
Which have decreased over time to 3 or 5, probably reflecting changes in aesthetic preferences or maybe weaving efficiency.
Makes sense.
And the Mustofi border is also noteworthy as the first border type specifically identified in Kashan, a testament to their innovative design history even in the framing elements.
Now let's talk about color. Because Kashan's palette is truly rich, vibrant, and seems incredibly deeply rooted in history.
It really is. And here's where it gets really interesting, I think. The history of dyeing in Kashan dates back over 7,000 years.
7,000 years, are you serious?
That's what the sources suggest. Think about that, 7 millennia. Kashan is literally considered the cradle of dyeing in Iran.
Wow.
With the art flourishing in the Siak region long before most other civilizations even began their written histories. It's an ancient, unbroken chain of knowledge passed down.
That's astonishing. Is there any evidence of this ancient practice?
Well, Professor Gershman, a renowned French archaeologist, provides a tangible link. He observed that red paint used for wall decorations in rooms, discovered in ancient sites near Kashan, was a blend of iron oxide and fruit extract.
Iron oxide and fruit extract.
Yeah. It isn't just a scientific detail. It beautifully illustrates human creativity and inventiveness thousands of years ago. It showcases how early Kashan inhabitants skillfully extracted vibrant hues from their natural environment. This provides a powerful historical anchor for the entire dyeing tradition that continues, in spirit at least, to this day.
And these ancient traditions, they must inform the dominant colors we see in Kashan carpets today.
Absolutely. The predominant background or weave colors are timeless classics. Crimson, cream, and dark blue. Rich, strong colors.
The big three.
Right. But the palette extends beyond these, encompassing rich, earthy tones like henna, earthy, onion skin, milky, almond, and copper. Colors that really evoke the natural landscapes and traditional life of the region.
And how do they combine these colors?
Well, there's a sophisticated interplay. It's very common for carpets with a dark blue background to have medallion and border in red, and vice versa, creating this striking classic contrast.
Hey.
In crimson background carpets, the wide border is usually dark blue, and this color is also used in the medallion, demonstrating a real mastery of complementary hues. It's very balanced.
And historically, where did these vibrant colors come from? Natural sources?
Yes. Traditionally, Kashan dyers relied heavily on natural sources. They notably used cochineal insects for a unique shine, which produces that deep, lustrous red.
Cochineal, right.
In addition to madder plant for a whole range of earthy reds and oranges. This speaks to their intimate knowledge of the natural world and their incredible skill in extracting these potent and beautiful dyes.
But what about nowadays? Still all natural?
Well, while those natural traditions are rich and cherished, nowadays, most dyes used are stable synthetic dyes.
Ah, synthetic. Why the change?
Consistency, a broader palette, light fastness perhaps. Synthetics offer an even broader and more consistent spectrum of colors. This includes deep and light crimson, blue, magenta, turquoise, pale beige, sugary white, olive green, brown, and pistachio green.
A huge range.
Yeah. Common contemporary colors listed are dark and light crimson, blue, green, yellow, black, cream, beige, pink, indigo, and dark blue. So this evolution allows for both traditional adherence in some cases and modern innovation in others.
And within this evolving palette, are there new trends merging?
Definitely. We're seeing cream and crimson, particularly the cream background, dominate new Kashan carpets, which probably reflects contemporary interior design preferences for lighter tones.
Makes sense.
But perhaps one of the most intriguing developments showcasing Kashan's adaptability is the Panjarang Kashan.
Panjaran, what's that?
It's described as a recent kind of Kashan that is quite distinctive. It's knotted entirely in wools dyed in 5 colors.
Only 5 colors.
Apparently so. The background is generally ivory, and the other colors are various shades of beige, gray, and light blue. Much more muted, softer perhaps.
And the design, still traditional.
This type also introduces a new decoration, which consists of a geometric interpretation of the classic motifs of this area. So it's a fascinating blend of tradition and modernity, taking classic Kashan ideas but simplifying them, making them more geometric.
Interesting.
And what's particularly insightful here, connecting directly to you, our listener, is that these soft bluish grays found in Panjarang Kashans were apparently specifically designed for the Western market?
Ah, market influence.
Exactly. This highlights a remarkable aspect of how ancient artistic traditions can actively adapt and evolve in response to contemporary global tastes and demands. It raises that important question for us to ponder. How do markets and consumer preferences, often thousands of miles away, influence and shape ancient art forms over time, leading to new expressions while still, hopefully, honoring their historical roots? It's a testament to the dynamic nature of tradition, isn't it?
It really is. A living art form. So, moving beyond the intricate threads and the vibrant colors, Kashan carpets hold this profound cultural significance and, for many, a tangible investment value too.
Right. We've explored how special and beautiful they are, clearly known around the world for their unique designs and rich history.
And this ties directly back to the investment value that Babak Rezwani mentioned earlier through the source material.
Yes. What's truly fascinating here is that a beautiful piece of art, a handcrafted textile, can also serve as a tangible asset. It doesn't just hold its worth over time, but often appreciates in value, becoming a true heirloom.
And for you, the learner, the sheer depth of detail we've discussed in understanding a Kashan carpet, from its precise knot count to its specific wool source, the history of its dyes, the rarity of its design, all of that contributes directly to assessing its quality and ultimately its long-term value.
Absolutely. This knowledge empowers you to be a more discerning collector and owner. You know what you're looking for.
But it's not just about material or monetary value, is it? It's profoundly about the soul of the weavers themselves.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Let's really unpack this. The sources mention that in Kashan, weavers sing songs and poems while weaving carpets.
Right. That detail is amazing.
It shifts our perspective dramatically, doesn't it? From just the physical object to the deeply human, emotional, and maybe even spiritual element behind its creation. Imagine the rhythm of the loom, the hum of the songs, the shared stories perhaps in the weaving room.
It's a truly beautiful and often overlooked tradition. It imbues the carpets with an unseen layer of meaning. These songs, passed down through generations, apparently reflect the community's emotions, aspirations, and concerns.
Wow.
They might be traditional folk tales, laments of daily life, or often they are deeply spiritual chants as weavers seek help and blessings from God for progress, health, and peace under his guidance.
That's incredible.
So what does this all mean? It means the carpets are not merely textiles or decorative items. They are vibrant, woven expressions of a living culture, infused with the hopes, dreams, struggles, and daily lives of their creators. This adds a profound layer of meaning that goes far beyond mere aesthetics. You're not just buying a rug, you're acquiring a piece of a community's collective soul, in a way.
That's a powerful thought. And this cultural richness, this unbroken lineage, it also contributes immensely to their enduring legacy and global recognition, right?
Absolutely. Consider this. Some researchers even believe that the famous Sheikh Safi al-Din Ardabili carpet,
The one in the V&A in London.
that's the one, widely considered one of the largest, oldest, and most intricately designed carpets in the world. Some believe it actually originated from Kashan.
Really? I didn't know that was debated.
It is, though often attributed elsewhere. But regardless of its exact point of origin, it's universally acknowledged that Master Masood Kashani hailed from Kashan.
Ah, the master weaver named on it.
Exactly, firmly linking this city to a master weaver of unparalleled skill and vision, whose name is synonymous with the pinnacle of carpet artistry. That connection alone is huge for Kashan's prestige.
And this isn't simply about historical records or museum pieces, is it? The quality continues.
That's right. The contemporary production has also kept up a high level and has maintained the world prestige of these carpets. This highlights their continued relevance and excellence in today's global market.
So the tradition is alive and well.
It proves that this ancient art form is far from stagnant. It is vibrant, adapting, and continuously setting benchmarks for quality. If we connect this to the bigger picture, for literally thousands of years, people in Kashan have been making these carpets with great care and skill, using bright colors and intricate patterns, often inspired by nature and old traditions. They are not only lovely to look at, but also tell stories of the past, encapsulating a rich heritage within their very threads.
Absolutely. Kashan really continues to be a famous place for making some of the best carpets in the world. A living testament to an incredible artistic heritage that continually evolves while honoring its deep roots.
We've truly journeyed through a rich and intricate landscape today, haven't we?
We really have.
From the essential modern businesses like Babak's that connect collectors with masterpieces, to the deep historical roots and exquisite craftsmanship that define Kashan carpets.
Yeah.
We've seen how centuries of tradition, distinct design elements, precise knotting techniques, and even, incredibly, the very songs of the weavers all contribute to their global renown and their enduring beauty.
So the next time you encounter a beautiful rug, maybe it's in a home, a business, or perhaps even an antique shop, just take a moment.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. Consider the thousands of years of human ingenuity, artistic dedication, and profound cultural heritage that might be woven into its very fibers. What stories could it tell if only you knew how to listen to its threads? Perhaps a piece of history, a work of art, and a profound human story is waiting to unfold right under your feet.